Good afternoon, Winston families. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Claudia Sanchez, and I am the proud principal at Winston Elementary. The purpose of this presentation is to continue our efforts to keep you informed of important information and activities happening here at Winston. During the presentation, if you have any questions, please type them into the chat feature, and we will post the responses to your questions within 48 hours on our campus website. Also, please know that a recording of this presentation is being made, and it will also be posted on the campus website, along with the scripts in Spanish and in English. As in the September Town Hall meeting, the information I share with you today is centered around the 5 guiding principles of our district's Safe Start Plan. Those principles are, number 1, providing our families with timely and accurate information. 2, the health and safety of our students and faculty. 3, resources to ensure the continuity, mental health, and well-being of our students and staff. 4, high-quality instruction. And 5, educational equity for all of our scholars. If you have any questions as we go through this information, please type those questions into the chat, and we will respond to them as quickly as possible. Winston Elementary will serve and support our scholars, families, and community to ensure success for every child, every day, through communication, community building, and service. Our vision is SOAR, every child, every day. That means strive for excellence, overcome obstacles, achieve success, reach new heights. This afternoon, I will share information regarding our anticipated October 12th transition to in-person learning for students based on parent choice. Reinforce the safety protocols that the campus has put in place to ensure a safe learning environment for all. Discuss our plans if students or staff member test positive for COVID. And finally, I will remind you of the resources that are available to our students and their families to promote their social and emotional well-being. Our guiding principle number 1 is accurate and timely information. Over the next few minutes, I will share our attendance and highlight some examples of great work from our students and our teachers. Our attendance rate 8 weeks into the school year is sitting currently at 93.7%. Our goal is 97. Parents, I ask that you encourage your child to attend every class every day. It is so incredibly important that our students are actively engaged in their learning, and we need your support to make sure that they do not fall behind. Please know that our teachers, staff, and administration is here to serve and support you and your child's educational needs. Do not hesitate to reach out if your child needs any additional support and/or assistance. We are learning and growing together, and I would like to remind you of our hashtag for this year, Better Together. Our district website has specific training videos for parents on how to use our online learning platforms. If you need any information at all about ways to support your child's learning, please let us know and we will get you the information that you need. While all of our teachers and staff are working diligently to prepare and deliver high quality lessons, I would like to give some special recognition to Mr. Mattis, one of our fourth grade teachers. He is an example of just how hard campus staff is working for our students. Here, you can see Mr. Mattis working with his scholars on 2-digit by 2-digit multiplication. You will also find him leading a planning session with his fourth grade team to ensure high quality lessons for our scholars, and also you may find him delivering supplies to our families. I would also like to recognize Mrs. Lopez, our fourth grade dual language teacher, for her continued work to help her scholars be successful in the dual language program. In the same manner, our students are doing exciting things. Here you can see Estrella, one of our fourth grade scholars. Estrella is a wonderful scholar who is not shy to lead a conversation with her peers or guide her small group in completing their work. You can see her actively engaged in learning, solving a 2-digit by 2-digit multiplication problem, showing her strategies so that we can see her thinking. These are just a couple of examples of what makes our school family so special. Thank you for being part of our team. Our goal for the second grading period is to ensure that 100% of our students are actively participating in lessons every day. Thank you again for supporting your children in achieving this important goal. Continuing with guiding principle number 1, I want to share some important dates with you. September 25th. This was the last day for the first grading period for our students. It was also the last day for parents to turn in the parent commitment form for the second grading period. For any parent who did not complete the parent commitment form by that date, your child has been placed in the remote learning option for the duration of the second 6-week period. This means they will continue to work from home using their technology to connect to teachers. On September 28th, we began the second grading period of the year. October 12th, of which I will discuss more details in a few minutes, was supposed to be our first day of 100% face-to-face instruction for students whose parents opted for them to come back to school full-time. And finally, October 26th through the 30th is the first intersession week for students who need extra practice or intervention. If your child is selected for this extra week of instruction, your teacher will let you know during the middle of October. Our guiding principle number 2 centers around health and safety. So I want to reinforce our safety plans and reentry videos that are posted on the school website. I will also share what plans we have in place if we ever have one of our students or staff members develop symptoms or test positive for COVID. I am sharing this information to reassure you that safety remains our number 1 priority and share ways we plan to ensure a learning environment that is safe for all of our students. Prior to students arriving to campus for the week, we are asking that every parent complete an online survey for their children using a new application called Dr. Owl, which we feel will make it easier for parents to submit responses and for the campus to receive those responses. The survey asks 3 simple questions and takes very little time to complete. The 3 questions are, number 1, is your child experiencing any COVID-related symptoms? Number 2, have they been tested and are awaiting results? And number 3, have they been in close contact with someone who has tested positive for COVID. It is very important that we receive a survey response for each and every one of our students before Monday of each week. So parents, please help us by completing the survey for your child every week. We will be sending information to all of our families on how to access the app and register your child, especially for those families that chose to send their child to school beginning October 12th. On October 12th, we were scheduled to bring back 100% of our students for face-to-face learning. The City of San Antonio COVID school risk indicator is still in the moderate range. We are following the Metro Health recommendation to not bring back 100% of our students for face-to-face instruction just yet. So that we can continue to promote the health and safety of our students and staff, we are going to keep the building occupancy at approximately 25%. This allows for 6 to 8 students per classroom with maximum capacity for social distancing. We will continue with remote learning and begin a hybrid model to ensure we can service all students in a safe environment. A hybrid model will allow students that have chosen the face-to-face instruction and/or hybrid instruction for the 2021 school year to be on campus a few days a week, while also maintaining remote learning. On October 12th, we are excited to welcome many of our students back to campus for in-person learning. The students joining us on that day are those whose parents indicated that they prefer their children to physically attend school instead of learning at home in the remote learning environment. When students arrive on October 12th, the first thing they'll see will be screening stations in the entryways of the building. Campus staff will be there to greet them, take their temperature, and provide hand sanitizer before ushering them into the building. Students will receive a breakfast bag and go directly to their classrooms using designated hallways, traveling in the same direction while maintaining social distancing of no less than 6 feet apart. As you can see on the slide, signs have been placed throughout the entryways, hallways, and on the floors to remind students to stay safe by keeping 6 feet apart, washing and sanitizing their hands on a regular basis, and walking one way to avoid close contact with their peers. Student transitions during the school day have been limited to entry, lunchtime, some special classes, and dismissal. When students do move during the day from one location to another, they will do so in a staggered way to avoid large groups traveling at the same time and also social distancing. When students enter their classroom, again, they will see signs and floor markings that show which directions to walk in. Students will eat breakfast in the classroom before getting the day started with their WINS teacher. As a reminder, parents, please make sure your child brings their technology device, in this case their iPad, to school every day so they can engage in learning along with the remote learning peers. Throughout the day, we have scheduled times for specific hand washing and restroom breaks. For lunch, students will be escorted to the cafeteria to pick up their meal and will eat their lunch in the cafeteria, maintaining social distancing at all times. Parents, thank you for reinforcing how important it is for your child to follow our campus safety procedures. Our entire staff is paying careful attention to details of the safe practices to ensure that your child is healthy and safe. But they cannot do it alone. It takes a full partnership between our students, our families, and school to make this work. Thank you for your support. If you have not already seen them, please take some time to view our school safety reentry plan that is located on our campus website. You'll also find the reentry video that details some of what I just shared with you on how to ensure the health and safety of all of our face-to-face learners. The video provides information on everything from our entry points for each grade level to signs around the campus that will be used to ensure social distancing, check-in stations for each staff member and student, and a variety of other helpful information meant to inform our community. I would like to share a short 1-minute video that you can find on our district website. We will constantly remind our students about health practices using these types of methods. Take a moment to watch the video with me. What a cute and wonderful scholar to share her thoughts on wearing a face mask. Other safety measures the campus is taking include the use of personal protective equipment, or PPE, by every staff member and student, using disinfectant spray and paper towels in every room, hand sanitizing stations throughout the campus, and regular deep cleaning by our custodial team. When we put safety first and keep it as a #1 priority, it allows our students to focus on their #1 priority, and that is their learning. Guiding principle number 3 focuses on continuity, mental health, and well-being. This period of remote learning can be particularly stressful for our families. I know that our teachers and staff also feel unique pressures that have come with remote instruction and the extra emphasis on health and safety that is so critical. I would like to take this opportunity to remind you of the resources in place to assist with the mental health and well-being of our students and families. Our counselors and social workers continue working together to reach out to families that may have unique challenges and get them connected to school and community resources. The services include academic supports and social emotional supports and may involve individual or group counseling, behavior intervention supports, home visits, attendance initiatives, family crisis response, homelessness, and resources for parents, mental and physical health care services, utilities, and shelter, to just name a few. As a reminder to our families, Edgewood ISD community resource officers assist families in many ways, including with food distribution, assistance with clothing and household appliances, mental health and hygiene, and in connecting families with nonprofit organizations for more urgent needs, such as rental assistance and/or shelter. Their services are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and may be reached anytime at 210-444-4558. Again, that number is 210-444-4558. Our guiding principle number 4 is high quality instruction. To ensure that each one of our students receives high quality instruction, at Winston, we have put in place specific plans to respond to students and staff that may become ill during the day or who may have been exposed to COVID. For the next few minutes, I will share our plan so that you know exactly what actions the school will take. Every student and staff member will be screened prior to entering the campus each day. However, if a student develops symptoms during the day, the student will be sent to the nurse for evaluation and placed in a holding room to separate him or her from other students until a parent can come pick them up from school. We ask that the parent or guardian take the student to their family physician, who will determine if the student needs to be tested for COVID-19. Alternatively, the parent or guardian should take the student to a free COVID-19 testing location. If the student does test positive for COVID, the school will send out notification to parents to let you know that we have had a positive result and inform you of what steps we have taken to keep all of our students safe. We are also obligated to report that positive test to the Texas Education Agency so they can track school-related cases. Of course, I want to assure all parents that the notification will never include the name of the student, as we will always protect the privacy of our students and staff. All of the areas in the school that were used or accessed by the students will be thoroughly cleaned and sanitized. Finally, the student will stay home and engage in remote learning until they are released to return back to the school. Parents, we do want to let you know, and we hope that you understand, that if a student that tests positive for COVID or develops symptoms during the day and has siblings at the school, we will ask you to bring the sibling home as well. Thank you in advance for your understanding with this. Finally, our district has created a safety task force of district level administrators who will visit our campus at unscheduled times to monitor our campus safely and safety procedures to ensure we are effectively following all safety guidelines. In a similar manner, in the event that one of our staff members tests positive for COVID after being at school, that staff member will immediately be placed off campus. The area that the staff member worked on will be thoroughly cleaned and sanitized, and families will be notified. As I shared during our last town hall meeting, high quality instruction works best when there is a partnership between parents and the school. At Winston, we are committed to strengthening our partnership with parents to ensure that every one of our students has an opportunity to be successful. Thank you for your active participation in support of your child's education. The school year looks like no other year ever. And yet, despite the challenges from this pandemic, I want to let you know that we are in this together, and we will get through it together. We are Team Winston, and we are always better together. As we close, I want to emphasize that our district's #1 outcome is to graduate all scholars, college, career, or military ready per their expected date of graduation. This afternoon, I shared information that is centered around the 5 guiding principles of our district's Safe Start Plan. Specifically, providing our families with accurate and timely information, the health and safety of our students and faculty, resources to ensure the continuity, mental health, and well-being of our students and staff, high quality instruction, and the educational equity for all our scholars. We are grateful for the opportunity to serve your child's educational needs and appreciate your continued support and partnership. Again, thank you very much for your time today. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Please remember to contact me if you ever have any questions or concerns. I also ask that you join me for our first coffee with the principal in a virtual setting this Friday, October 9th at 9:15 a.m. I hope to see you there. Thank you.